Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Trust me, if you're over 20 years old these days. Yes, sir. The old folks kicking in early. Technology moving faster than ever. As soon as you hit 22 these days, pretty much an old man. That's how fast things generate. New trends happen. Stylistics. Kids grow up. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk sports, baby. We got some conference championship games going on today. Yes, today, conference championship games going on, including majority of the games tomorrow. My man Jaden Chandler Parnell will help me break those down in a minute. Also, gonna break down the entire NFL slate. How about the amazing game last night? Finally got in high scoring game on a primetime game. My man Dak Prescott and Geno Smith both putting up some numbers and played a decent game. I enjoyed watching it. Shout out to the under not hitting. Pretty sure 97% of people you see on Twitter lost money on the under. It's just how the game goes. But anyway, we're going to break down every other NFL game. And then after we talk some football, baby, I got some college basketball to talk about. Some great things happened last night. Some great games tonight. Maybe the greatest game of the season is going to happen tonight. Usually you get a Sweet 16, Elite 8. Sometimes they say Final Four. Sometimes they just say tournament matchup. Tonight we have a national championship-like matchup between Kansas and UConn. And I do have a bet on it. I will give out all four of my college basketball bets at the end of the show, per usual. Man, thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for spending your time with us here on Captain by a Hook with the Red Beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, baby. Going live on the 1st. Tis the season. The 1st day of December, and it is a Friday. I don't know. I want to say it's beautiful, but it's been storming and gloomy, and the wind just blowing like crazy. Rain falling all over the city down here. But it is still Friday, and it is the 1st day of December, which some say the 1st day of Christmas. However, without further ado, my man from the JC Pod on YouTube, Jaden Chandler Parnell, the always insightful and entertaining. How you doing today, my man? You ready to talk some foosball?
Man, it's gonna be a great day. Woke up. I told you about it. Almost wore a different shirt to shout out the boys. They got another playoff game this weekend. Shout out, but I decided, I saw the shirt that said, just greatness, and I thought about it. Last game ever in the Conference of Champions for the championship. Kind of wild. True. Also, too, I don't know if people know, this is a Christmas hat, man. We've been Christmas season all year around here with this chair, at least. So that'll be time to be rocking the Christmas hat up here soon.
Hey, man, I'm surprised I didn't open the show with some ho ho ho's from Santa Claus himself. 2 games tonight,
jingle.
Man. What'd you say?
I said some bells of jingle.
Hey, it's that time of year, man. I love Christmas. I'm pretty geeked, pretty excited.
It'll be a great time. Great time, like you said, great time of the season, because usually when it's Christmas time, that means we're close to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah,
Games
baby.
Matter.
You start making your March Madness plans. Oh, you talking about football? Oh, yeah, okay. Nah, I just messing with you.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about NBA Finals.
Talking about the in-season tournament, brother? What you talking about?
Oh, yeah, the in-season tournament. Duh, I'm stupid. I forgot about that. Duh. Yeah, that's more important.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I think it's going down next week. I can't believe it's lasted a month and a half.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was soccer style for, I guess, a really long time. And it's like, oh, so we're just I thought they would at least want to just get all the games out of the way. Apparently, they're just like, hey, we're going to play 2 games this week. See you next weekend. Which once I figured that out, it's like, oh, okay, that kind of makes a little more sense.
No, I literally thought it was gonna be a 4-day thing going over
Yeah,
the
same.
weekend, like everybody playing. But yeah,
Hell no.
it blew my mind last week when I still saw in-season tournament, and I was like, wait, ain't nobody won that yet.
we still need a finals. I thought we were already in Vegas.
Man, it makes no sense. Absolutely bananas. College football, baby. Man, I don't know what conference this is. You know,
Conference USA.
Conference USA, baby. Liberty taking on New Mexico State. Liberty line's been moving. It's 11.5 now. I've seen it at 9, 10 all week.
You got a 9? You saw it at 9?
I could be wrong.
I feel like I've only seen it at 10, but I've only looked like since Wednesday. If you looked like Monday, Tuesday, it could have been 9.
Yeah, one of us is right. Because I could be getting confused with Oregon because it's been 9.5 all week. But I do know this number was 10 yesterday. I'll say that 10.5. Right now it's 11.5. The total is 57.5. I actually like Liberty to just blow New Mexico State out, and I also like the over to hit in a crazy 44-24 game.
I think I kind of feel the same. For those of you curious, week 2, New Mexico State at Liberty. All right, yeah, at Liberty, 33-17 is a Liberty win. So that covers in this situation. I'm in a similar boat. I think Liberty covers as well, but the good old adage, it's always hard to beat a team twice in the season. So there is a chance this game is going to be a little bit closer. If you saw the game last week, it seemed like, I'm not going to say New Mexico State kind of put it in park all week, but Jacksonville State hung around with them. They went up, they scored early and then just kind of sat on 14. So I didn't watch the game at all. So I don't know if they were like just not playing or whatnot, but yeah, Jacksonville State had a chance to win it late. New Mexico State ends up winning it to steal some momentum. So I think this game potentially could end up being close. But yeah, if I had to lean aside, I'm all over Liberty blowing this thing out. But for whatever reason, this 11.5, man, I don't know why it intimidates me, but it just does for whatever reason. Even though, like I said, they won 33-17 last time they played, and Liberty's probably one of the best Group of 5 teams. Or
Power
the group they're
Big 5.
Not Group of 5's right. Yeah, Power 5. Power 5. I think it's Power 5 and Group of 5. Whatever the hell it is. The weaker version of the 5. That's what they are.
Yeah.
We got the fantastic 5. We got the average 5. They're the best of the average 5.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that at all either. I gotta get savvy with these new terms they putting on teams.
Dude, I'm just confused. I know I just always forget if it's Power 5 or Group of 5 because there's 2 of them, but are they the same thing or not?
Yeah,
man.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna take Liberty. It's Friday night. Let's have some damn fun.
But the game is after it, and that's the game I think. That should be a great game, man. That's good. This is a playoff game, basically. This is a wild card matchup compared to NFL terms. I'd say that.
Definitely, 100%. I mean, winner probably does get in. Loser probably goes to hell home. Not to hell home. They'll be in a bowl game somewhere. But you're talking about number 5 in the nation, Oregon, taking on number 3 in the nation, Washington. Bo Nix.
Yes, sir.
Michael Penix. Oregon favored by 9.5 in the Pac-12 championship game. The mighty Conference of Champions, which will be no longer. Over set at 65.5. I feel like Washington's defense has been stepping up the last few weeks. The total scares the hell out of me. I would lean under, actually. I still think Oregon somehow wins this game 34-7, even though Washington's offense has been elite early in the season. Last few weeks, man, they've struggled to get past 22, 23 points on the board. Yep. So I don't know. I've seen what Oregon did to teams this year, and I've seen what Washington's did to teams this year. And lately, Oregon's been the team rolling. It's hard for me not to take this 9.5 and just run to the bank with it on Oregon's side. I don't know if you have any thoughts or a strong lean on this game, but the floor is yours, my man, for the last Pac-12 championship in our lifetime.
Kind of hurt. I looked over, though, by the way, way off topic. I'm wearing Christmas colors. I just kind of realized that. Didn't even think about it. We got the green background, red shirt. I didn't even think about it. Just like kind of like, oh, hey, let's go. Getting the vibes of the show a little bit.
Yes.
No, sir. Oregon minus 9.5. I'm on that. I was still able to get it at 9.5 on this book. Some books it's moving to 10. Some books it's starting to get to even 10.5. You said it best, man. Oregon's been a team of destiny, it feels like, the last few weeks. They've been just rolling. They just look better and better each game after game after game. Bo Nix, leading vote getter for the Heisman at this point, I would assume.
That's crazy.
This is a game. This is the game that could get him the Heisman. If he plays really good, if he plays good to really good, and that Oregon wins, he pretty much, I think, locked up the Heisman. If not, if Michael Penix is able to make some magic happen, Michael Penix has a really good game. Not only do I think that partially gets at least Michael Penix into the third spot, Jaden Daniels all of a sudden might steal the Heisman spot. So there's a lot of implication around this game, which is crazy to think about. Jaden Daniels has been going stupid, but he's 8-3, so that's the one thing the voters are going to be like, he's already lost 3 games. We've had Heismans with losing records win it before, so this is Bo Nix award to lose pretty much tonight. So I'm going to be on Oregon minus 9.5. I am very excited to watch this game. Only thing that does scare me is, like you said, Washington's been bad the last few weeks, so it would suck if all the hype around this game turned into a 34-7 ass whooping just because Washington their defense has been a little sus too, while Oregon's defense has not been.
Man, it's looked good. It's looked really good. Well, who they played last week? They were 14.5 points. I think it was Oregon State.
Oregon State blew them
God.
out. Dude, that was I felt bad for giving out Oregon State. I thought that was gonna be a close rivalry game. The Civil War was a civil ass beating. I mean, they just absolutely beat the hell out of them. That was insane.
They was walking the dog with them, man.
That was a game where I'm like, oh shit. So that's why I honestly feel really good about Oregon in this spot, because the Civil War is like, rivalry games are a big deal. They're really big deal. Oregon just walked all over that team. That team was pretty talented too, for an Oregon State team.
Yeah, I just took Oregon, man. While we're talking, honestly, I just took them.
I mean, I'll be honest. They should win this game realistically, and then when they have one loss and Washington has one loss, we're gonna see some chaos. I think the biggest thing, man. We'll talk about this game in a minute. I know Georgia. If Georgia loses, man, it is gonna be a free fall of chaos. I can't wait to see that.
No, that's my guarantee of the week, bro. And I put it like this. I've been saying 2 things since the second week of the season. Georgia's gonna lose in the SEC championship game because they ain't been playing nobody. And I also said Jaden Daniels should be the Heisman. Now I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna tell the world something. I did something that I don't advise to do. 2 weeks after I bet Jaden Daniels to win the Heisman, and I've said this on the show, I cashed that ticket out because I said this guy is a loser. No chance he wins enough games to get the Heisman. And then of course,
that's a fair point.
Yeah, I still had like full cash out availability, and I said, yeah, you know what, I was tripping. Let me get up out of here. And it went from plus 3,000 that I had it at to plus 300, and I just been sitting around feeling like a fool, hoping he doesn't win it, rooting against my own guy, my own team. Just like, I just throw a couple picks, big dog. It'll break my heart if you win the Heisman because I ain't on it. But definitely gonna be on Oregon tonight, minus the 9.5. I think Penix does have some magic moments, but I think ultimately it'll all be for naught. Definitely gonna be some highlight plays on both sides of the ball. For both of these teams. It's the Pac-12 championship, baby. It's the last one. Maybe some old ghosts and goblins are going to come bring some spirits, make this game just one of the craziest, interesting games we've ever seen. And maybe, just maybe, everybody's asleep by halftime because it's 40-0.
Hey now. Would be a great way to start your Friday. Get ready for your Saturday a little bit early.
Yes, sir. Speaking of Saturday, Texas, Oklahoma State. We got a Big 12 championship happening. Texas minus 14.5. I don't believe it. Oklahoma State being in this game, I don't believe it. Total set at 54.5. I'm just gonna act like this game ain't happening. I'm just gonna completely ignore it from my life. The ugliest number I've ever seen. Wouldn't touch it either way. Where you at on this Texas? The burnt orange taking on Oklahoma State in the pretty orange.
Wish I did the same stuff that you were doing. I can't stop looking at this game. Oklahoma State plus 15.5. Hear me out now, people. Oklahoma State has to keep this close. They are not a team that's built to come back, which is hilarious because they came back from down 24-3 last week against BYU. But they are not a team that's built to basically come back. They play really good when they are ahead. Very similar to how the Seahawks were last night. The Seahawks scored. The Seahawks, when they got that touchdown to go up 7-3, they controlled basically the pace of the game for the rest of the game. They were able to establish the run game. They were able to do this. That is what Oklahoma State needs to do. They need to establish the run game to allow Bowman to be able to the best version of himself. That being said, This is the best odds I've seen on this dude in about a month and a half to 2 months. Ollie Gordon, minus 140, anytime touchdown. Him to score twice, about plus 360. I'm for sure going to be on him to score anytime at 140. I mean, that number is the lowest it's been in months, it feels like. Now, don't get me wrong. Texas is really good, and they're very talented, and they're playing for a college football playoff spot. I'm just thinking Oklahoma State's at least going to keep it close because but the biggest thing, wouldn't it be hilarious? Oklahoma leaving the conference. Got their ass kicked out by Oklahoma State. There's one more team left leaving the conference, and they're trying to take the belt with them. Wouldn't it be hilarious? Oklahoma State said, hey, get the hell out of our conference. Beats them. Would be fun. Rooting for chaos, like I said. I am for sure on that. I got a 15.5 on BetMGM. Shout out. Usually don't shout out the books, but shout out. Got it at 15.5, so I'm very excited about that. I like minus 110, like minus 112, minus 115. Like I got good odds at 15.5. I'm okay with it.
Nah, yeah, that's a great number right there, man. You get a whole number better than is available. Yeah, I'm still staying away from this game, man.
Good choice. By the way, this should be a really fun game though. But yeah, there's a chance. Texas. By the way, I understand the score last week. Texas beat Texas Tech by 50. So trust me, I am waiting. There might be really the seas levels might be a little bit off, but I'm taking that boat out there. Damn it.
I think college football is the worst sport to go off of last week. Like simply just last week, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to understand like they won by 50, but definitely one of the sports where I've seen teams drop 60 and then come out the next week and drop 6.
Them boys might be feeling themselves too. They'd be like, "Hey, we just put 50 on Tech, man. Oklahoma State's going to be nothing." And then Ollie Gordon rushes for 200, has 4 touchdowns. All of a sudden, 40-second drive by Ewers.
That 2 touchdowns for 360.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how this game goes. It should be really fun. Like I said, if Ollie Gordon has a really good game, does he give himself a chance to win the Heisman? Probably not, but he might be able to take a trip to New York.
He should, man. Need to get it to somebody quarterback.
A 7th-year quarterback at that. Shout out Bo Nix, though.
Man, please. Miami, Ohio, Toledo. Any thoughts on this game? Toledo is 7.5-point favorites. 43.5 is the total. Kind of like the over here.
I'd say I lean Toledo just simply because I know the fact that Miami of Ohio lost their starting quarterback for the year. He got aircasted off the field like 2 to 3 weeks ago, but they still been playing decent. So, but yeah, they're without their starting quarterback. But shout out my boy Colby Borders, man, big old lineman for the Miami of Ohio boys. Used to play at high school ball with him. So yeah, I can't. I got some dual allegiances, so I'm just gonna stay away.
Yes, sir. The Running Rebels of UNLV, they're plus 2.5, taking on Boise State, baby. Over 58 in a hook. Couldn't even tell you what conference this is for. It's the Mountain West, huh? What is this?
I believe it's Mountain West. Yes, I'm about to double check just to make sure. Yes, Mountain West.
Mountain West, baby.
Hey, look at that poll.
Yeah, I'm not touching this game at all. If this is a basketball game, give me the Running Rebels. But I don't know nothing about.
If I was going to take
these 2 programs,
I say if I'm going to take a team, I'm taking UNLV because it's. I just don't. I honestly am shocked that UNLV is not favored. Record wise, they have 2 less losses in Boise. I understand UNLV last week lost to San Jose State. Like that could have been a straight look ahead spot. These conference championship weeks are one of the few times a year where there's like true real look ahead spots because coaches are just trying to rest guys and all that. So I don't know what that was. So the fact that they're plus 114, if I can get at plus 3 at home, I'm going to be all over that plus 3. But if not, I'm going to probably take money line for fun. This is one of the last college football games of the year. UNLV, I've seen a few of their games. They haven't been horrible. I don't know what Boise State has been this year. Feel like they've been hit and miss. So why not take a chance with a team at home plus money?
Yeah, all I think about when I see Boise State is that Statue of Liberty play they did on the blue turf like 16 years ago when I was in.
And that Tostitos Fiesta Bowl or whatever?
Yeah, that's all I think about. The game everybody's talking about, SMU, baby, plus 3.5, taking on the Green Wave of Tulane. Tulane, Green Wave, minus 3.5. Definitely going to be a play for me, strictly on pride. Allegiant City. You talk about knowing somebody, the Green Wave being in a position to do some big things, not only this year, but I think if they can get this good win, finish out the season with another bowl win. They won the Cotton Bowl last year. They can get the Fiesta Bowl if they win this game. Next season, hopefully they're number 11 or 12 in the college football playoffs with a chance to upset some people. I like Tulane, man. -3.5. I think it's going to be a good ass game. The total's 47.5.
Yep.
If I had to bet that, it'd be the over, but I'm gonna take the -3.5 for sure on Tulane, strictly because of the region in which I was born.
I don't blame you at all. I was trying to see, they have not played SMU this year, which is interesting. I'm trying to see real quick if there's a common opponent I can like. Would you consider TCU and Ole Miss closer, or Oklahoma and Ole Miss closer in your eyes?
This year, Oklahoma, TCU's been kind of trash to me.
Okay, so Oklahoma, SMU week 2 lost 28-11. Similar time about week 2. Tulane lost 37-20 to Ole Miss. So very similar teams. I just want to bring up very similar teams. I would lean the 3.5 just because it's a half number, but I ain't gonna bet against your boys. I've done that a few times. They burned me. I'm just gonna enjoy this game potentially. Maybe get them plus money live. This would be a situation where if I can get SMU +7, 100% taking that. I think this stays within a touchdown game, but I just don't. I don't get a lean. I like both these teams. Both these teams have been good to me this year. Can't really. It's like picking a favorite child. I probably think I know, but I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Nah, yeah, hats off to SMU, man. All the stuff they've been through with their athletic program over the last decade to even be back.
Got a late ranking too. I just saw that. Shout out to them getting late top 25. That's huge.
Yeah, no, shout out, man. SMU, everything they've been through.
Like I say, one more thing. Sorry to add on. Like you said, both these teams are probably potentially playing for something because, like you said, they show out this year. They start out next year potentially in the college football playoff hunt. They're going to get talked about a good amount. So that would be
it helps
big chance for both
too, man.
Yes.
Some kid watching you.
People will go to a place that wins.
Yeah, it's like, man, I want to be part of that green wave, part of that them ponies. Ain't the
I said we saw the Florida
ponies?
Mustangs. Close.
Oh, okay, the Mustangs.
Shout out.
The SEC, baby. They got a championship game going on tomorrow. You got the number 1 team in the country. Georgia.
Skipping a game? We're just skipping a game?
Georgia. What game did I skip?
Oh, we might be looking at different sheets again. Is that next on your sheet?
Well, I skipped this originally to get to Tulane. And now I'm going back up to it.
Oh. Is our boy App State and Troy?
Do you want to get to
We're looking at we can keep going with you're going. I thought we were looking at the same thing. We might be looking at two different things. That's fine then. I was just curious.
I think I threw you off because I skipped Georgia, Alabama, and now I'm going back to them.
Oh, okay. That might be what it is then potentially. We were actually all in a line until SMU. I had SMU, Tulane, App State, Troy, Georgia, Alabama. So that's why I was confused. I thought you were flipping.
I got you.
So we were flipping the right game, just different spots. I see. We're good. We can keep. Hey, it's your show, man. I'll just follow along. I'm being a rude guest. That's all. You know what? No, hey. I'm sorry. That's on me. I need to be a better guest. I'm just gonna sit my ass back.
Go with the flow, man. No, I'm playing.
Take it away. My fault, man. My fault. Not my show.
You got Georgia. The Bulldogs taking on Alabama. Crimson Tide. Alabama +5 and a hook. Give me Alabama on the money line. Give me Alabama +5.5. If they can give me Alabama any other way, I'd take it on the side. Alabama's running away with this game. I feel sorry for Georgia fans for being bamboozled into thinking y'all are the number 1 team in the nation. Probably more like number 7. Struggled this year with teams you shouldn't have struggled with. Didn't play nobody at the end of the day. Alabama, tried, tested. They went through an early gauntlet. Figured out who they was. Figured out they need to rely on the run game. Bring it back to the 1990s Alabama football. And Nick Saban is looking to get his get back. Give me Alabama on the money line and plus the 5.5. We're going to ride this thing out. Crimson Tide, baby. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. I don't think Nick Saban forgot what David Pollock said on the set of Game Day for the national championship. Basically, and I quote, Georgia's your daddy now. He didn't actually say that. It was more of a little bit slightly more respectful. I think basically in Saban's face, though, he's like, Georgia's the new dynasty. Georgia's the new this. They've replaced Alabama. Hey, he might be an old man, but he's an old petty man. I lean Alabama 5.5 here, truly as well. 7-4 against the spread. Alabama is. You look at Georgia, 4-7. That is not good. Over. I mean, the over might be potential play here as well. I'm not going to be touching all that though. I'm very excited for Alabama to hopefully keep this close. I'm just looking for them to maybe even lose by a field goal potentially. I think it's going to be a close game because, like you said, this is going to be the big test for both teams. Alabama's playing for a playoff spot. If they win, there's no way Alabama's not in. I feel like, right?
Hey man,
And then how do you keep Georgia out?
Because they trash. They ain't played nobody. In the first game they do play somebody, they get that turkey dog whoop.
But they're the back-to-back national champions.
Hey man, that don't mean nothing to me, bro. They got their time.
I'm just talking.
No, I know.
You ain't the committee. We'll just say that sadly you aren't the committee. There's a chance, like, hey, Michigan. We'll say Michigan wins. Georgia for this assignment. Michigan wins. Georgia loses. Alabama wins. There's 3 of your teams probably. Michigan, Alabama, Georgia. Chaos is happening. We're just gonna say that if Alabama wins, chaos will ensue. So I am excited to see how this game's go. I will be on Alabama plus 5.5, most likely. And I'll be enjoying to watch this game be a good one, hopefully.
Yes, sir. Now I'm gonna be rooting for some defense.
Hey, Brock, by the way, Brock Bauer props might be worth it. I think I forget what he has to score real quick. Minus 120, kind of like that. I think it's 120. Got it. I like that. That boy Brock.
Never heard of him.
Hey, I hope you're kidding. Never heard of Brock Bauer?
Georgia or Alabama?
Oh my goodness, boy! He's the number 1 tight end in the country for the past 2 years for Georgia. Number 19 for Georgia.
I was about to say 89.
That helps you. Nope.
Yeah.
19.
Nah, I can dig it. Nah, I know who Brock.
No, he's actually really like in all seriousness though. If you don't know who he is a doggy dog. He's probably going to be the first tight end drafted. Him and Ladd McConkey have been taking over Georgia. 2 tight ends. Shout out.
Hell yeah. Appalachia State, baby, plus 5.5 taking on Troy. We could put this game in the category of games only 2 zip codes are going to watch, and that's Troy and Appalachia States.
And myself. I'm going to get it on ESPN Plus. No, bro, this screams ESPN Plus, doesn't it? It might be on TV. Actually, how many 4 o'clock games do we have? Oh, we got 3 4 o'clock games. It might get relegated. Nah, give me Troy minus 5.5.
Yeah.
It should have been Troy James Madison in this matchup, but because of the James Madison stuff, Appalachia State gets in. They only have 2 conference losses, but in my humble and journalistic opinion, Troy should be able to roll whoever they play in this spot that wasn't James Madison based on what Troy's done this year. So give me Troy minus 5.5. I haven't totally bet on all their games this year and haven't watched all their games, I'll admit, but looking at scores and looking at who Troy's been, yeah, give me Troy minus 5.5. Should roll in this game.
I'm gonna take it, man. I'm definitely gonna take it. I guess
I'll check. I'll double check. Hey, we got 2 more zip codes, baby. No, I think these teams played earlier this year. I could be wrong, but Troy's just a wagon, man. James Madison, Troy only lost to them by 2. I mean, they got some bad. I'll admit, they lost bad to Kansas State. So yeah, beat your alma mater, Stephen F. Austin. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's your alma mater or not.
Nah.
No, these teams.
That's my dog. That's my dog, Mike Lowry.
Yeah, no. But honestly, Troy 10-2. They've had a really strong season. They've been playing really, really well. Scores. You want to know scores? Their last month, November, 28-10, 45-14, 31-24, 35-17, all wins. Meanwhile, Appalachian State, they've had a little bit of a rocky road. They haven't been horrible, but they haven't been the best either. So this is a really good spot for Troy to do that thing. 21.
Yeah, I just took them, man. Let's get it. A game that's pretty interesting, honestly. Florida State, wow, taking on Louisville.
It really is interesting.
Florida State minus 2.5. I'm gonna be on Louisville on the money line because I just don't trust the backup. And Louisville is just, from what I've seen, and this is just me watching lines and numbers and scores, Louisville has been on damn fire this year. And every time people think they're going to put out, they just come back and spark up again.
Jeff Brom, Mike Norvell, going to be a battle. I don't know, man. I'm torn, honestly. I'm so torn on this game. My ass might be in bed before this game finishes, honestly. Good chance. I hate to say it, but I lean Louisville with you just for the simple fact. I think the committee is going to go into their locker and be like, hey, let's put this Florida State dog out so we don't got to worry about them being undefeated. Because no undefeated Power 5 team. By the way, it is Power 5, Group 5, Power 5, I believe. Now that I'm remembering late. I don't think there's been an undefeated Power 5 team to not make the playoffs. So I think the committee just wants Louisville to win this one, so they don't have to worry about it. If Florida State, I hate to say it, if Florida State loses, the committee's not even going to think about them. They're like, yeah, we'll give you 6-7. Don't worry. Or maybe 8, Yeah, well, we'll worry about you later.
No,
And I hate to say it, but Jordan Travis's injury completely changed how everyone views his team now. So, I mean, whether it's right or wrong, that's just how it is. So I lean Louisville, but I got no bet.
Yes, sir. How you feel about this line movement, man? Michigan was 23 in the hook. Now it's back to the look-ahead number from last week. 21.5-point favorites over our favorite, Iowa, baby. I wanted to take Iowa plus 23.5. Not taking Iowa plus 21.5. But I do like Iowa.
I took it 22.5.
Yeah. Now I love
No, I
Iowa
feel
in
you,
this
though.
game. I think Michigan wins by maybe 10-16, but I don't think they just blow them out at all. Iowa's defense is too sturdy for that.
I was gonna say, I think a year or two ago, Iowa got destroyed by Ohio State, like 45-14. So that's definitely in the cards. But I might be in a similar view with you. They should be able to at least keep it within 3 touchdowns. I think defensively, at least. The big question is gonna be their offense.
Yeah, number 15. That boy be scaring me.
Yeah, is that 260 pound quarterback?
Yeah, that boy.
Ben Roethlisberger.
That boy
No, Deacon Hill, shout out. Yeah, he does. I mean, I won't lie. He has been the resident Iowa guy. I watch him. One of the podcasts I love has been saying he's getting better every week. Last week, they did just enough to win, basically, and cover, even though it did look sloppy. But I won't lie. Iowa, like, it's one of those things, like, nobody's giving them a shot in this game. That's the one thing I'll admit. Like, nobody's giving them a shot. I don't think they're going to win it. But like I said, 22.5. I like them now. I like the number simply for the fact now, even if they lose by 21, I have at least a safe point and a half to be like, all right, let's go. Because the biggest thing is they're going to have to get probably a defensive score or special team score if they want to win this game realistically. If they get one of those, I think it's pretty much not a lock to cover, but I think they probably will. This is a chance Michigan they're 21 point. They're just going to try to run the ball, get out of here. But I do have one play. I wish we had a beat. Shout out my boy Bud Elliott for his sicko mode beat they have on the Cover 3 podcast. This is about as sick and disgusting as you can get. Iowa. If it's the same number, I haven't found it yet. I might. You know what? We're gonna leave some suspense. Iowa. First half total. Over half a point. The first half spread. Or no, yeah, total's over half a point. I don't know why I can't find it right now, but last time I looked, like a night or two ago, literally Iowa to get any points in the first half was like half a point. Or over under to get points in the half was half a point. So if you can find that halftime total and it's still at half a point, I generally do like that. They have their punter's the best in the nation, best in the country. I mean, he literally pins Michigan deep. They go 3 and out once, and they punt. You're on the 50. So if I can find that number again, I'll do it. But I don't know where it's at. That's disgusting, and that's about as disgusting as it's bad. That's all I'll give out on this show. I think.
No, that's
half a point on Iowa's offense in the first half. I don't think I can get any grosser than that.
No, you definitely took the award.
I can't find it though. That's the only sad thing. I'm looking for it. Might not have it up anymore.
It's just been getting hammered.
I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, it's I mean their full game totals is -6.5. That's also something I'm tempted to take. I just can't find that either.
I mean,
that's less disgusting. I'll give out.
I don't know yet. I don't see it either. I see the 6.5 on the full game. I think they get.
Yeah, see, I think
dog.
I think so too. -6.5 and 128. That's one I will generally give out that I think I actually pretty like. I pretty much like.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's gonna be a fun one in college this week.
Definitely. Anything on the Army, the Navy. Thank you for your service.
That's
salute to
we got
our
a week.
peoples.
We got a week for that.
All right. They're trying to hold their
Army. Hey, no, it's its own thing, man. We're gonna save Army, Navy for their own thing. Shout out the boys in blue and black and gold.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
No, I slightly lean Army, but I'll probably take a little more time to decide.
I still got this Troy bet in my bet slip. I need to take it.
Shout out Troy, man. That's it. I was happy to see that 5.5 because I was ready to take it 6.5. Scared it was gonna be at 7. potentially. Obviously, there's a realistic chance Appalachian State wins. It's a conference championship game, people. But Troy's been good, and one of the people I really trust said like anybody Troy plays in this game, they should roll, except for James Madison. And that coming from him, that means a lot because I have a lot of respect for the dude. So it's like, okay, so that I put that into my evaluation. I feel very similar now with myself.
Yes, sir. How could you not? This is Captain
It's gonna be like 20 minutes.
by a
Sorry,
hook
this NFL is gonna be like 20 minutes.
with the red beard, baby. My man Jaden Chandler Parnell with me breaking down some football, jumping over
Ugly
to
ass lines.
some NFL, baby. Nah, yeah, I mean,
Ugly ass lines, boy. Like I'm telling you, like hide your wife, hide your kids. There's an ugly people about. Disgusting. This is disgusting. Sorry to interrupt you as much as I did, but I just wanted to emphasize how disgusting this week was.
nah, yeah, I can't even find a bet I like besides Patriots plus 5.5, baby.
Patriots won 10 of the last 11 against the Chargers.
I just don't trust the Chargers. As bad as
I
the
don't either.
Patriots are, bro, Chargers just stink this year.
Who would you trust, Bill Belichick or Brandon Staley? I think that should tell you about what you need to know to bet on this side. Also, Patriots are starting a new quarterback. Don't know if it's Malik Cunningham or Bailey Zappi, but I don't know if you saw the video going around on media. Mac Jones standing back, just watching.
Oh yeah, I
over?
His time is done.
I think he's done. Yeah, I think he's done.
I think he's done in the league, bro. I don't even think he's ever shown enough. Sam
Darnold can make it. That boy can make it.
Him and Zach Wilson gonna end up on the same team next year, fighting for a starting spot.
Third and fourth string for the 49ers, playing to be the backup.
Man, but plus 5.5, it's like, bro, come on.
Yeah.
For the Chargers to win a game by a touchdown, you can't do it.
I'm not betting it, but I ain't taking the minus 5.5, but I definitely support taking the plus 5.5. I just willingly cannot bet on the Patriots myself.
Man, Arizona Cardinals, baby, giving the Pittsburgh Steelers something new, being a big time favorite. I haven't never seen the Steelers minus 5.5. I've never seen the Steelers over minus 2.5 in my life. Steelers minus 5.5 taking on the Arizona Cardinals, total at 41 and a hook. I don't even know what to do with this game. I wouldn't trust the Steelers to win by 6 with my life.
Man, this game's like the club at 3 a.m. Can't get out quick enough. I don't want anything. I don't want anything in this game, man. I
probably tease.
Hell no.
I'm probably teasing.
Maybe under. Yes, if anything, maybe like I was thinking something nasty. You go like Steelers, Broncos, Patriots teaser right there. 3 teams right on the list potentially, something like that. But yeah, other than teasing, and I'm not recommending teasing at all. I got nothing this game. This is gonna end up being like what 20-17 or something like that if we get lucky and there's a lot of scoring.
Yes, sir. The Broncos, baby, hot taking on Houston Texans. This line's moving like an M and F.
It's about to not be there.
The total set at 47 and the hook. One of the few bets I placed earlier in the week was the Broncos at plus 3.5 on the road. Is the only thing that scares me about this game. Texans, we've seen some late game magic from C.J. Stroud. Hopefully the Broncos are up. They had a pretty damn good game last week where the other team didn't even have a chance. Forget who it was. Maybe the Browns. Texans.
Yeah.
I've seen C.J. Stroud, as great as he's been, struggle to put up points. This Denver Broncos defense has impressed me over this 6-game winning streak. I think the winning streak continues. I'll take the 3.5 just to have extra points on the insurance that C.J. Stroud might do the damn thing. But I'm all over the Broncos in this game.
I see this being a game-winning field goal, and 3.5 is a key pivotal number in that situation. So I'm the same way. I like the Broncos plus 3.5. I think the Texans probably win the game, but I like the Broncos to at least keep it close. But the Broncos are like a 5-6 game win streak at this point. So it's one of the things like, man, this team is beyond hot. So they're getting plus money. I think that would be a very fun thing to take. And not only fun, it seems like almost logical. It feels like, I mean, obviously the old adage, they're due to cool off, but we don't play dudes. We don't deal with dudes. We only deal with reality.
As dudes in sports betting.
That's all there only is and isn't. And this team is hot. Broncos plus 3.5. Also, shout out Cortland Sutton. Didn't score a touchdown last week, but now that boy's, I think, like only missed 3 games. 3 games all year, he hasn't scored a touchdown, which is insane.
Nah, he's becoming that wide receiver one real fast.
They wanted it, and all the people were like, trade his ass, trade his ass. He was hurt last year, people. Give the man time to heal.
Man, no patience. The Lions, baby, they're -4.5.
Hey.
They're down here in the
Boy.
city enjoying the sights. 4.5 feels a little big for me. Don't know why, because I don't trust the Saints with anything. 46.5 is the total here. I hate to say it, because I feel like every fan has the week where he's completely right, and every fan has a week where he's completely wrong.
Which one is it this week?
I think the Saints win by 20, man.
20. I mean, to be fair, the Lions defense has been getting exposed a little bit. I would say that Jamal Williams would be due to score because he's facing his former team, but your coach is just a jackass and he'll give it to Taysom Hill and inside the goal line. So I can't even pick Kamara to score a damn touchdown anymore. No, honestly, I have no read this game. I have no clue. I think the Lions they're due to win. No, the Lions do need a win. They aren't due to win. They do need a win. And the Saints are in a very similar spot where they need a win too because losing to the Falcons last week, they're starting to get to the point where their season can start spiraling real quick if they don't start figuring some stuff out. So this is a game where Lions don't necessarily need to win as bad, but to take control back of the division and basically get their foot back moving, they need to. And for the Saints, they need a win because potentially with the Falcons game, they could take back the lead of the division. Big game for both sides.
Definitely. And definitely, I don't know, man. I can see the Lions just getting cold. They got hot last year late. I can see them just doing the opposite this year. I just never really trusted the Lions to be an elite team. I can see them still being I don't know. They got the Packers on the back of their neck right now, breathing.
They do. That's why they need this one bad, especially because the Packers beat them on Thursday. They have one of the tiebreakers. This potentially is coming down to tiebreaker territory.
I love the way the NFL sets up the schedule, man. I wish it was still 16 games, but I love how at the end of the year you're playing those rivalries. And
I'm so glad they made that change. That was such a smart decision change to make. Because teams actually try now at the end of the year, which is assuming what you're going to get to.
It's usually about 7 games where it's like, nah, this team needs to win. Well, it's usually like 3 games where this team just needs to win the division, and then it's like 4 games where it's like this team needs to win. 7 other teams need to lose. They grandma need to make turkey on Thanksgiving. They got
and they're still fighting. That's the best part. Because I mean, this year truly, we'll probably have 3-4 teams, week 17, 18 that won't be playing, but the rest of the NFL will probably have to be playing to try to get like the last wild card spot, fight for a bye. I agree with you. I wish they would go back to 16, 17 games. I truly do love what they've done with.
I missed the 16 game schedule. You got the Atlanta Falcons, man. Fresh off of a win last week, taking control of the NFC South. They're taking on the New York Jets, the Jets. Falcons -1.5 going to New York. City so nice they named it twice. I think Atlanta's going to stumble up here. It's going to be cold up there in New York. Them hot Atlanta boys ain't going to know what to do. Give me Ritter having 16 turnovers and the Jets taking this game. I like the Jets on the money line. F it, why not?
Lowest total of the week. Shout out. That's what I was scrolling and looking at while you were talking about that. Yeah. I lean the Falcons -1.5. Just because Younghoe Koo, I can see him just basically winning the game for them at some point. Only reason I say that, the BIG trash JETS, they're still starting damn Tim Boyle. Obviously, what they saw last week was not enough to make them realize Tim Boyle ain't it. But the fact that they're still starting Tim Boyle, unless Aaron Rodgers comes out there with the boot and cast on, I ain't trusting this team. So give me the goddamn Falcons if I had to pick. I'm not betting. I can't pick either of these sides. Both of these teams piss me off. Falcons win last week when Desmond Ritter turns the ball over twice by some miracle. So I mean, I'm good. Shout out Jesse Bates. Damn near won him the game last week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not taking either side.
Your Indianapolis Colts, baby, taking on the Tennessee Titans, AFC South Division matchup.
I just thought about your tweet that you sent last week, and then I see the pick six happen. It was all timer right there. Just like, man, Derek Carr's accuracy is so insane. Watch pick six.
Dude, he was missing. It's crazy because I was typing it, and I look up to see the play, and it's a pick six, and I'm like, I'm tweeting this shit. He was missing receivers all game, bro. He's the reason Rashid Shaheed got hurt and throwing it behind him.
He might be on the hill. I hate to say it, but he just looks off.
Did he ever look on? I've never watched a Raiders game and been like, that boy Derek Carr is on fire.
I've seen a few where it's been like, all right, Derek. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's been a lot of like, oh goddamn, Derek,
It's
gonna check it
usually
down again.
every time I watched him, whether it's with the Saints or the Raiders, it's he tries so hard so you root for the guy. Not when he's with your team. When he's on the Raiders, it's like and then he throws 6 picks and but they still got a chance. 23-16,
That might be
a
it.
minute
Honestly,
left.
he might not be on my team. That might be why I have a lot more admiration for him.
Oh
I'll tell you
yeah.
what, I didn't want him to come to the Colts. I'll tell you that. So
You watch him in the post game show, he's taking up for his boys, he's crying. You're like, how could you not love this guy?
uh,
And then he comes to your team and you're like, I cannot fucking stand this motherfucker.
he went from crying at the podium for the Raiders to yelling at his teammates on the sideline for the Saints. Like, goddamn.
Oh my Lord Jesus. The Colts, baby, -1.5, taking on the Tennessee Titans. I like the Colts in this game, man. I got them on the money line the other day. I think they handle business. Their offense seems to be rolling, even with Minshew. Tennessee's offense seems to be struggling. I don't think it's a quarterback issue anymore. I think they need some better plays. I don't even think it's who's calling the plays. I just think they need
player.
better plays. Definitely better players, too. I'm all over the Colts here, baby. You want to break this down for us?
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, basically, the biggest thing I think the Titans do, the Titans are missing a lot of good playmakers. Like, Chige Okonkwo, he's not horrible, but, like, he's their number 2 option, basically. Traylon Burks was supposed to be their number 1 option until they got D-Hop. They basically got D-Hop, who's, I'm not going to say a shell of himself, but he's like 75% of what he used to be. He's still really good. Don't get me wrong. 75% of D-Hop is still better than some number 1s in the league. It's just for the main fact of Derrick Henry. He doesn't look the exact same. The offensive line, I think, is just missing a few pieces. I don't think the offensive line's nearly the same as well either. I just think the biggest thing for the Colts, they're missing Jonathan Taylor. That's going to be a big issue. But the biggest way to get these Colts are their DBs. Their DBs are there's one guy, shout out, I think his name's Jalen Jones. He's actually been really starting to become impressive. But Colts have no DBs. That's where you're going to get them at. So if the Titans are going to have a chance to win this game, it's going to be attacking them on the outside, which they've been struggling to do the past few weeks. So give me the Colts. I think the Colts can establish a run, especially with Zach Moss. Zach Moss gets to take over for 2 or 3 weeks, so he's going to be hungry. I'm excited to watch that. Give me the Colts money line. I think, yeah, like you said, Colts are in a playoff spot. They've been playing better and better each week. And this comes down to, I really do like Mike Vrabel as a head coach. The Tennessee Titans are a really good football team at home compared to the road, but got to take the horseshoe, man. I'd be a fool not to.
Yeah, no, I love Steichen too, man. He's becoming
a doggy dog.
Man, we're seeing like a new wave. The last few years, we watched Mike McDaniels become a great coach with Dolphins, and now you got the kids like Steichen and what's your boy for the Eagles? A bunch of new young coaches.
Nick Sirianni, Miko Ryans.
Yeah, I like this new generation of coaches coming up, man. I feel like I've been watching the same coaches my whole life.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I really don't like him. I really don't like him.
I say you're just a
I had to think about it. I was like, wait, that's the Jets. Nah, that boy big trash.
Yeah.
That boy big trash.
Real one, the Lions head coach, Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. He's a dude.
Second stint, obviously, from our coaching, obviously, and he's a little bit older than the other guys. But yeah, there's a whole new wave of young coaching, and it's been really nice to watch.
Even Kyle Shanahan, man, with the Niners.
Yeah. He's been around for a little bit longer, but even still,
yeah.
He's a nice one too. Like he's still part of the newer. I think he was like probably the first one. You would say he was the first one of like the new gen. Sean McVay.
Yeah.
You mentioned him.
Yeah, I can't stand the Rams. Well, nah, shout out Sean McVay. He definitely do the damn thing on the sideline. It's not his fault that they didn't call pass interference. The Dolphins, baby, -9.5, holding on to 8-year grudges, taking on the Commanders, +9.5 at home. How does Miami not win this one? 73-10. I like the over 49.5, and I like Miami -9.5. I can't hear you. There you go. Oh, never mind.
For a minute. My mouse died and my We good now?
Yes, sir.
I wish I wish I knew what just happened. My mouse died. my mouse died, and apparently my laptop, not my laptop, my computer, the mic just shut off randomly. So now I have to do this shit in the dark. I had to turn off my main light. Back in the cave now. Give me the Dolphins by 9.5. Next game. Oh my god. Cody boy. Jesus Christ.
NFC South, baby. You got
Minus
Panthers.
9.5. Jesus boy. Bro, we're falling apart, man, over here. I tell you what, we're falling apart. I mean, seriously, the mouse is dead. I'm trying to figure out the mouse. Finally get the mouse back alive. Then it dies when the second mic dies. So it's like, oh, let me grab my extra mouse. Oh, now I can't have the light because I got to plug in the mouse. Man, Dolphins minus 9.5. I do agree with you, though. They should roll.
Yes, sir. Panthers plus 5.5. Bucks minus 5.5. Total 36 in the hook. We was talking about this a few weeks ago. A new coach, new energy. Give me the Panthers, baby. Plus 5.5. I also like the Panthers on the money line just for shits and giggles.
I usually would agree with you, but it just feels like this team needs more than a head coach to fix its problems. I'm not going to take any side. I'm going to take Mike Evans to score a touchdown because Mike Evans is one touchdown away from hitting the season total that I gave out. So that's my one bet of this game. Mike Evans, get us the touchdown. But no, I probably lean Panthers with you slightly, but it just feels like the Bucks have a game where they've been. This is like everyone looks at the Panthers' schedule. It's like, all right, this is our get right game. So this is a potential get right game for them. But man, like you said, there's that new coach thing. I was going to take the Bucks until the new coach syndrome. So now I got to hands off.
5.5 feels like a lot, but yeah, I could be completely wrong on this one.
That is a lot of points.
Can't stand either one of these teams. You should know why. But yeah.
Yeah, they're division foes. But this is a good game for you. You probably want the Panthers to win, right?
Of course.
Division to keep the Bucks even.
I need the Saints to get as much help as possible.
Yep. Understand that. Yeah, they do need
Jets.
Especially they're already handicapping themselves.
No, I'm playing.
Handicapping themselves, man. I mean, you saw their quarterback and head coach.
As soon as they hired Derek Carr, I was like, fucking 7-10. Let's go, baby. 7-10. Whatever the hell the record is. Let's get it, baby. Everybody's like, y'all got the easiest schedule. I was cussing everybody, including you, out before the season, talking about some damn.
Hey, just because your quarterback's trash doesn't mean you don't have the easiest schedule.
No,
I wasn't lying to you. It's up to you all to take advantage. I'm just telling you. I'm just reading the gospel. It's up to you to interpret it.
Man, speaking of hard schedules, Eagles. I feel like every week we've looked up, they've been playing a damn Super Bowl preview game. Didn't they just play the Bills and the Chiefs?
Yeah, I think they had like a top 5 hardest schedule in the NFL. And guess what? They're 10-1.
10-1.
Imagine that.
They're
proving they're so good. I mean, they just find ways to win. They were down in that Bills game the whole game, and all of a sudden they win. Their quarterback is literally a rock. I mean, you just look over him at the sideline. He's
not a boy from Houston, man. The boy got something in him.
I love him.
Grew up on that Timmy Chance, that Frenchies. San Francisco, man, 49ers, they are minus 2.5 on the road. I'm sure that's due to some injuries on the line. For the Eagles, it still just feels like to me the Eagles just find a way to win this damn game. I'm going to take the Eagles at the last minute, try and get a +3. But if I got to ride the +2.5, I will. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a game where each team gets 4 or 5 possessions, and that's it. Each team's going to see the ball once a quarter, and it's going to be up to whoever scores last, probably.
That would be an ugly football game, but be a good one at the same time. Fly Eagles fly, man. Eagles money line. I would love to get my +3 with you. Same thing. Just a 10. I'm not even going to give you guys numbers. I'm not even going to go into the bullshit or anything. 10-1 at home and they're plus money. It feels like that never happens. So this is something where it's like either the book's trying to get you or you're just, I'm just not even going to overthink. I'm going to take the 10-1 team at home. That's just simply my mindset for this game. Take the 10-1 team at home that's proven that they just beat anybody the way they can. I will admit, though, the one thing that does scare me, 49ers been thinking about this game all summer since they got hurt. But at the same time, I mean, you see how the Eagles react. They're like, they're just crying. We already beat them. They're just crying still. So it's going to be a great one. I love it. Like Deebo Samuel's, I mean, I don't know if you saw it. Deebo Samuel was sitting there. He was like, hey, he basically called James Bradbury big booty butt trash last season. And they asked him this. He's like, I still stand by what I said. That was earlier in the week. And then a few days later, an Eagles player comes on some media thing. He's like, yeah, they're just crying still. I mean, but hey, that's the best part about the game is we get to play it Saturday. Or Sunday. We get to figure it out. But Shout out Hassan Reddick. I think he was the one who's saying the 49ers are a bunch of crybabies. I love it though.
No,
Hey,
man.
this might be the new rivalry for the next like 5 to 6 years. This might be the rivalry.
The San
NFC.
Francisco 40 Winers is what they're known as in my household. But shout out to him, man. And I mean this with all due respect. I mean this with love. The most annoying fan base I can think of.
Over the Cowboys?
Cowboys are just in numbers. But even a Cowboys fan,
That's fair.
If you really ask a Cowboys fan, like, you really think y'all gonna win? They be like, no, hell yeah. They'll tell you though, like, nah, we trash, bro. I just rooting for them. But the 49ers, bro,
fair.
they just get drunk and scream at you.
That's fair. I ain't gonna argue with you with that one. Eagles fans might be up there too. So this is a battle of the asshole fans. I love it.
Yeah, Philadelphia's.
I mean, they got a Bills player to like try to fight somebody in the stands. It's like, damn. It's like, what y'all saying to the man?
If I was on
Shout
the
out,
Bills,
hey, they know how to.
I'd be on the edge too.
I can't blame them honestly. They got a lot going on right now, especially losing that game. That's a tough game to lose. Like regardless, even like they didn't play horrible. Like Josh Allen played probably one of the best games he's played all season, and if they're still finding ways to lose, like that's a soul sucker out right there. Then you got stands and your mama ugly. Yeah, I can't blame him, man. I'd be mad too. I'd be pretty pissed too. I ain't gonna lie. Can't blame him.
Oh my god. The Browns, baby, of Cleveland. Last game of the afternoon. They're taking on the Rams. Rams minus 3.5. Cleveland Browns. I don't know if it's gonna be you or your uncle, but somebody's gonna have to play quarterback for them this week, and nobody knows what the hell's going on. My guess is PJ Walker.
No.
But I'm staying away from this game as far as I can. Flacco starting for
boy,
the Browns?
what's that? He might be. If PJ Walker, no, Dorian Thompson can't play. Flacco's the backup, so he will start. Sorry, I was extra as shit just trying to get that out quiet as shit. It was stuck on the wall. I'm like, God damn, come on.
If that's the case, bro, give me the Browns money line. Flacco's the god.
He might actually, like, Flacco's the backup. So Dorian Thompson-Robinson doesn't play. It is Flacco. So I'm going to stay away from this game, though, honestly. I think the Browns defense is really good. The Rams, weird. They're just weird to say the least. So I'm just probably going to stay away from this game. But I definitely I do enjoy that plus 3.5. Like I said, there's a lot of ugly lines this week.
Yeah, Sunday Night Football, baby. You got the ugliest one of all. Chiefs minus 6 at Lambeau Field taking on the Packers plus 6. I like Packers plus 6. Slap me, sue me, do whatever you want to do to me. I don't even like teasing the Chiefs down to 0 just to win. I actually think the Packers are live to win this game at home. Chiefs just have not impressed me this season. Struggle to put up points. Packers just, as trash as they are, they find ways to win. And they've been good to me.
I hate this team.
I know you do.
I hate this team. I mean, I've won one bet with them all year, and it was that Saints game. And since then, I either bet on them or against them. They just lose. I do lean Chiefs minus 6. Patrick Mahomes, first time ever in Lambeau. No, I do. I am very excited for this game. I lean the Chiefs minus 6.5. That's the side I gave out on my show, so I probably should stay on that side. I think the Chiefs could definitely win by a touchdown. I think the Chiefs defense is a lot better. It's still really good, and that's why I think the biggest thing is just Jordan Love. Jordan Love has improved week by week, but that Lions defense ain't like the Chiefs defense now. I tell you what, the Chiefs defense definitely is a little bit more stout. I don't think they're going to allow him to throw for 400 yards and 6 touchdowns and also rush for 250 yards and not get a turkey leg. No, the Packers are coming off the bye, though. That is huge. So did that man dirty. I ain't going to lie. I do feel bad for him. I almost want to pick the Packers simply for the fact they didn't get that man a turkey leg.
Dog, I never felt worse for somebody, dog.
Hey, I did genuinely feel bad for him. Man, could you know, like, hey, that's
all
something
you
actually
see as a kid is these motherfuckers tearing up turkey legs.
Yeah.
And then
Hey.
that bitch Aaron Andrews talking about something. Yeah, we don't have a turkey leg for you, but a good game.
I mean, we thought the Lions were going to win, so their logo's in it, so you can eat that one, I guess, if you want. But that's apparently the rumors coming out. No idea how true that is.
No, I think Detroit said, fuck the Packers, bro. He not getting the turkey.
We ain't giving him a turkey. No.
Not in my house.
Hey, chart black.
Throw all the turkeys in the damn trash.
We can buy you some McDonald's, though. That's
it.
basically about what they did. That's basically, they should have just offered McDonald's at that point. They're already disrespectful enough.
That shit broke
Hey,
my
real
heart,
quick
man.
though, imagine that. Imagine that. Instead of rolling out turkey leg, they pull it up and it's a McDouble with the side of fries.
A McRib.
Sprite. McRib, that'd be even worse. They got a McRib and a holiday pie, like, hey, happy Thanksgiving.
Right. Oh my god. Some slapping the hell out of
Joke.
somebody.
Poor Jordan Love, man. But yeah, I kind of lean Chiefs. I am excited to watch that game though. Should be a fun one, honestly, with the way the Packers have been playing. Give me Isaiah Pacheco to score anytime though. They are horrible on the ground. I might also be taking Isaiah Pacheco's rushing over potentially.
Hell yeah. Nah, that boy's been running like a damn fool, man. My bad.
Crazy leg. 67.5. I might take that.
I like that. They're gonna have to run the ball.
Yep. And that's the one place that the Packers have been weak for like years now. If they can get the ground game going, especially interior, the interior of the Chiefs is really good. They can get that ground game churning. I mean, the Packers have proven that, like, hey, if you run on us, we'll just let you continue to do it. We don't mind. We don't got to stop it. We probably won't.
Hell yeah. Monday night, man. This is gonna be a game nobody watches.
They should have flexed this out.
Bengals, baby. Plus 8.5 taking on the Jaguars. Excuse me. Lil Duval gonna be turned up, baby. Total set at 38 in the hook.
Thrown up in your mouth. You can't even get the game out.
Man, it's an ugly one. It's definitely a gross one.
Ugly one.
I have nothing in this game. I'm not even gonna watch this game. I'm not gonna think about this game. If I do take a prop on this game, contrary to what people believe, I've been banging really over yards and really anytime touchdowns. I mean, I probably take it 5 times this year. I think it's hit 3. So that's probably what I'm gonna look at Monday when it comes down.
Probably missed the other 12 weeks too. That's the best part. You've chosen probably the best 5 weeks to hit it.
Nah, yeah.
I feel like all I hear is people complaining about him.
I know, and I was like, I don't get it. Every time I take him over 50.5, that boy hit 70 yards and a touchdown. I've taken him anytime touchdown 3 times, and it's over like 3-4 times, and I don't think I've lost one.
I will admit he is starting to, I think he and Trevor are finally starting to get to where it's like Trevor's starting to look his way at least 2-3 times a game. So I think that does help out a lot. Yeah, I got nothing this game. They don't even got props out. I got absolutely nothing. Check out Stare Down Sports. I'll be forcibly giving out a bet so I can force myself to watch this game. So look there. I'll have a nasty boy too, I guess. I won't lie. This is gonna be tough.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of Jaguar props.
Yep, and then the Bengals are gonna control the ball in offense, so they all just don't do anything. That's what happened to the Bears. That's exactly. This game screams Bears Vikings to me. Also, I don't think the Bengals are gonna win. I mean, actually, I lie. They probably could still win too. That's what's crazy. Like legit, I took a lot of Vikings props and watched the Bears just control the game. This is how I feel like this game could happen when it probably shouldn't. So I'm gonna stay away until Monday, and then I'll force some bets.
Yes, sir. That's the good thing about Monday Night Football. You got to think about it. Anything else you want to talk about? Some props, some anything you got? Floor is yours. 2 minutes.
College basketball. I say, hell yeah, I can get burned through in like a minute and a half real quick. College basketball, Purdue -7.5. Finally got a call. Hey, I told y'all I'd be doing some research now. Finally looking some. So we're starting. That's probably my only college basketball bet. Other than that, I got I think like 5 NBA jams to give out. CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown, still on an NBA jam, still going. Brandon Cooks receiving over like 38.5 or so, still on an NBA jam, still going. Now, 3 touchdown scores for you that are in NBA jams. I just need to I'll continue to do some more research. I'll have it on Stare Down Sports with an article. If I find more, I'll have it in its own little section. Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown. Mike Evans anytime touchdown. Tank Dell anytime touchdown. Tank Dell, I think, is on a 5-week streak. Mike Evans on a 3 or 4 week streak. Jalen Hurts on about a 3 or 4 week streak of scoring touchdowns. Those are all confirmed NBA jams that, hey, them boys are on fire. You might as well ride with them.
I love it, man. I love all of that. I love the Mike Evans one. For some reason, as much as I hate him.
Bro, he's been a machine.
Yeah. I respect
We
him,
make the
but-
joke. I'll make the joke for the new people. You look back at some point in the game, and this 6'5", lanky, light-skinned dude just wide open in the backfield, and nobody can get him. Just down the field. It's like, bro, he's 30 yards past the line of scrimmage. Where is everybody? You watch the replay, the corners just lose him somehow. It's like, how do you lose Mike Evans?
He be breaking them down, bro. Worst
Hey.
receiver in the league, and I say that with as much love and respect.
Man, I love that boy, Mike Evans. I won't lie.
He a beast, bro. I can't even front. Still the worst worst
He might.
receiver in the league.
I'll admit he probably might be slightly overrated a bit, but I love that boy so much. It's like, hey, overrate him all you want. I like that guy.
You know what pisses me off the
Except for
most
when he
about
gets
Mike
hurt.
Evans?
The hammy.
The fact that he has a Super Bowl ring. I don't know why.
No, he's a Hall of Famer now. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer if he gets 1,000 yards this season.
Personal. I don't know why.
It's because he's in your division. That's probably why. Tom Brady came there, got them boys a ring.
Oh my God, bro! Used to love that boy Tom. But yeah, man.
I give you respect. I didn't. I used to hate that boy Tom, and now that he's retired, I can finally be like, all right, you were pretty good.
Boy's the GOAT, bro. I hate to say it. I wasn't even a big Tom Brady fan. Wasn't a Patriots fan, but that boy great.
How do you think I feel? This dude kicked my ass out of the playoffs year after year after year. It's like, God damn, Tom, just fucking suck one game, please.
Yeah, as much as I want to say Peyton Manning, just because they from New Orleans, it's still
regular season GOAT.
Still Tom Brady's the GOAT.
He's a regular season GOAT. Tom Brady's the GOAT of GOATs. I mean, then on to here. I mean, there's not very many people where they have the ball with like,
you could be up, you could be down. If they got a chance, you done. Yeah. Reminded me of Drew Brees. No, I'm playing. Just got to throw that boy in there in the conversation.
Out. Can't throw a ball anymore. You hear that interview?
I'm gonna be honest. The last 4 years of his career, we would have won the Super Bowl if he could throw the ball past 20 yards.
That's San Diego. You want to talk about like injuries derailing a career? Even how good Drew Brees was. Imagine that if he doesn't get that San Diego dislocation.
He probably don't end up with us, but that's true.
Yeah, I still might. They were very quick to get rid of him for Rivers. I think they liked Rivers all along.
Yeah.
Good thing for Drew though to get out of there. They just ruined Phillips' career and he got a ring. Drew did.
Yeah, he did. But yeah. That Minnesota Miracle game, Drew Brees could not throw the ball past 30 yards, dude.
Touchdown.
But before that, Drew Brees just could not throw the ball down the field. He threw like 2 picks trying to hit somebody wide open and underthrew him by like 20 yards. I've never seen.
Felt so bad for him. It's like Peyton Manning on his last year too. Where it's like, damn, that thing is a noodle arm. He's literally like, so Hut throws the ball before the receiver's like, and then the receiver runs 7 yards, gets out of his break, and the ball's still in the air on its way over there. It's sad, man. You hate to see it. That's basically Drew Brees in a nutshell. They would snap the ball, he would throw it, and by the time the ball reached about 40 yards, the receiver had made 3 moves, juked his guy, juked another guy, and then got to the ball.
Man, him and Mike Thomas was special, dog.
Man.
Just like
second he left, Mike Thomas decided to quit too.
Bro, we ain't got time to talk about that. We is live, baby, in living color. Over here reminiscing on the greats.
Oh, yeah. Great one, baby. Hey, I appreciate you for having me on, though.
Yes, sir, man.
Fun one.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you coming on every week. I appreciate all the insights you give me. Definitely help me out getting some green on some football bets. And yeah, man, anything else you want to shout out to the people? I just got more college football
I'll shout out
bets to give out.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you. I was going to shout out the people, just my record real quick. I haven't said my record on the show for those people who wanted to know. The plays I've given out, college football, 66-53, 35-30-2 in my NFL, like over-unders and like money line bets and spread bets. And then for the props, 28-29. Not horrible at all. Winning in every category but one. And it's because actually, we're 29-29. CeeDee Lamb scored a touchdown. Forgot about that. Let's go.
You got to update it, baby.
Hey, winning plus 500 on everything. That's all about I can ask for, man. That's not me bragging. That's just me, like, very happy with how the season's gone. It's been a really fun season, honestly. Like, put record aside, it's been a truly fun season. This is probably one of the first years in a while where it's like I've had a few losses. And it's like, you know what? That was a good ass game. I ain't even mad. I lost $50 until I go to McDonald's. It's like, well, goddamn, got no money.
Yeah, let me get too hot and spicy. Bro, McDonald's has gotten out of hand with the prices.
You need the app. Like, the mobile app is the only way to survive, basically. It's stupid.
I'll never use the app for order food.
I respect it, though. No, I respect it. Trust me. I respect the hustle. But when they not 30% every day, man, I tell you what, that's how they get you. Because then it's like, all right, now you're paying normal price. Because they upped everything basically like 30%, I believe.
Oh, it's more like 170% from what I remember.
Probably. I remember telling somebody the dollar menu ain't even the dollar menu anymore. It's $1.29, the $1.42,
That shit like
$1.63
250
menu.
now, bro.
Damn. Sounds by you is overpriced. God damn.
Bro, it's like $2.99 for a McDouble, $2.39 for a
Oh
Power
yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah, I spent $13 yesterday. I got two McChicken. I think like 13 or 12. Got two McChicken. I mean, the holiday pies killed me. That's what it was. Two holiday pies, two McChickens, two McDoubles, and a medium fry, and it's like $13. It's a lot of food. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I feel back in the day that was like $8.
Bro, I used to go to McDonald's with $6, bro. Walk out that bitch with 4 burgers
Beast.
in a large Coke.
Feeding the whole New Orleans locker room with that meal.
But man, oh snap! I appreciate you, big dog.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch the rest of this back and see what college basketball we got going on for today.
It's about to be.
I know
30,
we already previewed a little bit, but it's gonna be a great one.
About to be 30 seconds. I'm about to read these bets and get the hell on up out of here.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate it. It's gonna be a great weekend too. Gonna be a fun one. Remember, people, tonight, last Pac-12 game ever, because we don't know when they're coming back. They could be dead. I mean, realistically, they'll probably come back in 10 years when they realize all this shit's stupid. But the last one ever, so we got to enjoy it while we can. Shout out the Pac-12, the Conference of Championship. Now it's just the Pac-2, the Conference of Nobody.
Can't believe it.
Last game ever.
Like out of all
Feels
of
wrong.
them, I feel like Pac-12 would be the
Pac-12.
one. I feel like it's the only conference that should be standing. If all the other ones fail.
We got the AAC, the Midwest, the ACC. Nah, we got to get rid of the Pac-12. Feels wrong, man. Tell you what, feels absolutely wrong.
It's crazy. TV
corporate money, baby. That's all it is.
Man.
Hey, our athletic directors are more rich. Who cares about our viewing experience when our athletic directors can make more money? Man, I tell you what, that Purdue guy's going to be getting played well now to get USC and Oregon there. Aren't you happy about that? Now they get to go 3-8 every year, but that AD's pockets, man. Hey, that boy going to be able to afford some fine dining now.
Just imagine February 22nd, Rutgers, UCLA, college basketball game in New Jersey.
And Wednesday, UCLA, Indiana. They have to fly right over. Dude, big thing to me in football. I know I don't want to keep you on too much longer. I know we're trying to end it. Football is going to be the biggest thing that I don't people realize. Is like, hey, don't get me wrong, USC is good, but wait till they travel to Indiana in December to play Indiana right before they play UCLA to end their season, and they playing in the snow. Them Cali boys ain't like snow. They went to Cali for a reason. Like that's the big like. There's a lot of things that people have not thought about. It's going to change it. Like, are the UC like USC? They played two teams this year that were like tough. Like all these Big Ten schools are basically like trying to build in the trenches. They're built tough to be like small scoring games, defense. Like Pac-12 teams, they were built for offense. Now, don't get me wrong, Oregon's built a little bit better, but that's the biggest thing you're going to see is like these clash of schemes. I think it's going to take. Like, I'm not going to say they're not going to be good, but it's going to take a while for them to catch up. Like 3 or 4 years from now, USC will probably beat Indiana by 40. But this year, it's probably going to be about 14, 15 because of a little bit of snow on the ground, a little bit of cold. It's 20 degrees. Them boys didn't want to play in 20 degrees. If they did, they would have came to Indiana.
It's not even going to look right, bro.
It'll look weird. Red on red in the snow. You're going to see that red and yellow USC, no names on the jersey. Like, wait, they in Indiana? How the hell they get over here?
Yeah. You can't do
It's going to be
it.
a great one, though. It's going to be a great one. Tonight, baby. Pac-12 championship. Enjoy it. That's what we're trying to tell you. Enjoy it. Yeah, hell yeah. I appreciate you, big dog. I'll get out of your hair before we just spend the whole rest of the show just talking about nonsense.
Even if it's Oregon, Washington, man, it sucks. I wish it was. I don't know. Who cares? I'm going to watch it. I got Oregon.
Yep. We're talking all this shit, but you best believe I'm going to be watching it. God damn it. Can't help it.
Can't help it.
They know. They know how us people work. We're going to bitch about it, but you best believe the second that game comes on, God damn it, fine.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you, big dog.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate you. I can't wait to see the rest of the show. Have a good one, fellas, and let's enjoy the weekend. Hey, let's have a damn weekend. Purdue minus 7.5.
Purdue minus 7.5, baby. It's captain by a hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs. Shows presented by Stare Down Sports, baby. StareDownSports.com. I got 4 plays for you tonight. Some good ass games going on, baby. First bet I'm gonna give you. I think this is -9.5 now. I got it at 7.5 on my bet slip. Let me just go see what the live line is. I believe it is. It's now back down to 8.5. So I still like it at 8.5. I even like it at 9.5. I think Houston wins this game by at least 15. I think it's gonna be more like a 20-point game. Xavier, just not the team you think they should be. I like Houston, baby. -8.5, -7.5. Anything under double digits, baby. Give me the Cougars, number 6 in the nation. They got a lot to play for this year, a lot to prove. First time in the Big 12. They are representing the Big 12 in this Big 12 Big East matchup for the first time. Be nice for Houston to get the win. I think they win it by 20. Give me Houston, baby, -8.5. That's the first bet of the night. They're taking on Xavier. You got Indiana. The juice is piling up. 2.5 points at home, taking on Maryland. This is a weird one. Big Ten versus Big Ten, non-conference conference game. It's a conference game, non-conference game. Maryland taking on Indiana. This is going to be a damn good one. Maryland has struggled this season offensively. I think Indiana gets rolling and they win this one by at least 5 or more. I like the 2.5 on Indiana at home. Maryland they played one decent game all season and it was last game. So maybe they figured something out. Maybe they woke up. Maybe, just maybe, they realized that the basketball season has begun. And maybe I'm wrong and Maryland rocks and rolls. But give me Indiana tonight -2.5 at home. Love that game right there. Keeping it in the Big Ten, baby. We're gonna go. My man JCP just gave it out. Purdue -5.5 right now. Wow. I got it -7.5. I don't know what the hell they thinking. Give me Purdue to win this game by 20 or more. -5.5. Now you know that ain't right. Give me Purdue. I'm all over this one. -5.5. Might even hit the good old double down. As soon as I'm done with this show, got to log back in every 10 minutes. You got Liberty -4.5. They looked awful last night. Where we at? I got one more game. Everything's going willy wonky on my screen. Purdue -5.5, baby. Came out to believe it. That's the best bet of the night, man. Give me the Dusky boys -5.5. Put a star next to it. Wrap it up like a ribbon. Definitely gonna double down on that thing. Last game I got for you, last bet I have for you, it's the big one. It's Kansas. It's UConn. Previewed it at the beginning of the show. I should have waited to give you Purdue if it was going to be the best bet. Anyway, we're going to go. I like Boise State +3.5. Throwing that out there. Boise State +3.5. Definitely something I like. UConn, baby. They have a third gear, a third level that most teams don't have. Kansas. I think they're short 1 or 2 offensive players from being the best team in the nation. Connecticut. UConn. Give me them on the money line. +126 is where I got it. Saw it at +130. It's back to +126 right now. Give me UConn to win this game tonight. I don't think Kansas stands a chance. Now they are Kansas. It is Bill Self. They are going to come out here and play some basketball. But I think offensively, they hit a cold stretch. I've seen UConn just hit a third level of playing ball. I think Kansas can play with them on the second gear. In the first gear, once Connecticut hits that third gear, Kansas will be left in the dust. Give me UConn, baby, on the money line. And that's going to wrap up my college basketball bets for this beautiful Friday, the first day of December. Ho, ho, ho. It's that time of year, baby. Thank you for listening. I'll recap my bets real quick. We're gonna go Houston minus 8.5. We're gonna go Indiana minus 2.5. We're gonna go UConn on the money line and Franklin Earl's best bet of the damn day. Purdue minus 5.5. About to double down on that as soon as I end this. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. This is Captain By a Hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful Friday. Actually, it's a rainy one, the 1st of December. Please take all wagers at your own risk. And please, please gamble responsibly. Dobbs.